This is what I'm dealing with, guys. Bozo the Clown here. This is what I look like without a hat. I'm here to cut the hair. Not really looking forward to this, I'll be honest with you. I've been procrastinating it. I'm actually pretty worried about what it's gonna look like. It's gotta go though. I'm sick of rocking a hat no matter what, all the time. I'm sick of the stress. I bring to you the shaving of my hair. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Oh man. Oh my god. Wow. Holy hair. Oh my gosh. Here's the back. This is the longest part, it's the back. Top said nope, I'm done. What a difference. Woo. I don't know. Woo. Goodbye. Check it out. Wow. There we go. I'm liking it, I think. I'm back. It hasn't been too long. Brought down the sides a little bit on the beard. Touched up the mustache a little bit. I wasn't going to record this part, but I figured, you know, maybe you guys might want to see it. I'm going to show you the process of me shaving the head right down with the razor. Shave butter. Why mess around, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, it feels so weird, let me tell you. Ooh. Here we go. I would go against the grain, but I don't want no huge razor burns, you know what I'm saying? Clogging up those blades pretty quick. Ooh, that was against the grain there. Feels so weird. Wow. I'm gonna reapply this stuff. Whew. Get a little bit more wet, alright. Here we go. A little fine precision tool. Wow. It's so smooth. That's crazy. I mean, that's the front. Smooth as a baby's. Now we do the back. One thing I do not like about this is it gets very slippery, this razor. Well, guys, there she is. I don't feel, well, a little bit. I think that is going to do it, guys. Woo! Look at how slippery, wow. She's smooth. There it is, guys. She all shaved. It feels so smooth and weird. And it's such a different look from all that hair. Wow, my head feels cold. Get it? G razor relief. Ooh. Oh my gosh, wow. Like it gives it a cooling relief feeling. Oh gosh. There, now I can officially say it's done. I loved doing this. I don't know what to think of it, but I'm glad I could do it here on video and be a motivation for any of you guys struggling. Stop stressing about it. It ain't worth it.
How's it going, man? How are you?
I'm good, man. How you been?
Doing very well, thank you. I've been really looking forward to this conversation. You were ready to do it. You just needed that final little, right, it's
I
happening.
needed that push, man. I needed that push to just go and do it.
Talk to me about that week.
Yeah, I kind of procrastinated a little bit, but that was
Yeah.
just me, you know, just trying to do it. But I would go to do it and I'd either chicken out and decide to not do it because the pressure would get to me, or I'd get busy and I just kind of let it go. I finally made that leap. I just decided to just go do it, just be done with it. I wanted to just not worry about it anymore, not worry about that stress. And man, let me tell you, I am so glad that I did. I mean, that first day back at work, I mean, there's some people said it didn't even look like me. They couldn't believe it. That was a whole new person.
Yeah.
I looked better. I just seemed healthier, everything. And everybody in the comments, I just want to say on that video that Harry posted, thank you guys so much. I mean, I can't thank you guys enough. I so much
thanks, guys.
appreciate all the good, all the awesome feedback. It was amazing. It blew my mind. That day
Good.
when I watched that video, I could not believe it. I really couldn't. So thank you everybody so much. And you, Harry,
No, man.
especially you.
Awesome, dude. No, I'm so happy because, you know, I know it was a battle, wasn't it, for a long time. You'd really been working up to that point. So I can only imagine the relief having done with it.
I don't have to just go around wondering if I feel okay about it. I kind of got that
Yeah.
message from everybody that I did a great job by getting rid of that strangling mop that was on my head. I
Yeah.
think what it was because I always wore a hat. So
Yeah.
I mainly seen myself with a hat.
Yeah,
maybe I was
yeah.
kind of delusional, but
Mm.
it is what it is, man. It's gone. It ain't coming back.
That was your journey though. Do you know what I mean? Even that final week where conveniently things came up, so you're busy or you were thinking like, should I, shouldn't I? You have to have those moments to feel how you feel now. If you'd have like forced yourself to do it or someone else had, then maybe you wouldn't feel as comfortable as you do now. So it was definitely the right time for yourself. I was just so happy to see the kind of after. You can just see it instantly almost, just once it was done, just the relief that came over you. I just hope that now, on a personal level, I think you can probably know why I'm so passionate about doing this, right? Because
Oh,
if
yeah.
you reflect back on how you felt a year ago or 6 months ago about the situation, or 3 months ago, even 1 month ago, to how it feels now, it's just completely different, right?
I don't even know. I didn't expect it. It's crazy. It just kind of took all my worries away. I was like, I
Yeah.
did the right thing. I definitely made the right choice. I'm so happy.
The thing that struck me is how much younger you looked. That was the thing that struck me, and I'm genuinely not just saying that to be nice. Honestly, that my first thought was, because you actually sent me the video like over at night, obviously because we got a bit of a time difference, and I woke up in the morning. I get up about 4:30, 5, and I saw, and I was so excited. I was like, oh my, I was like, he's done it, he's done it. I told my wife when we got up, oh, Kyle sent me the video. The guy I spoke to the other night, and I just downloaded it like as I was brushing my teeth, and I have to admit I did what a lot of people do, and I just like, okay, yeah, here he goes, he's going for it. I went to the end, and I couldn't believe it, and I actually showed a couple of guys I work with. They watched the videos and stuff, and I said,
Yep.
guys, I was like, I gotta show you this one because it's incredible, like a little behind the scenes, and they were like, is that, I showed them like you like how you look now, right? The after. Now I went back before and
Yep.
they were like, is that the same? Like, that's not the same person.
No
Nah,
kidding.
so that was the thing that genuinely struck me. It honestly took like 5-10 years off you. Which is so ironic because we think that being bold is going to make us look so much older, right? I think that
Yeah,
was a worry for
I
me.
thought with the hair, I honestly thought I looked younger.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
that's
yeah,
crazy, but I have a lot of people said I looked younger, so
yeah,
and I couldn't believe it, man, when I watched that video, how horrible I looked. That hair
yeah.
was bad.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think
I
it took
think
me seeing a video of myself to be like, "Wow."
when I suggest to people to actually like write things down, like when they write their pros and cons and things like that, and to actually write them down, or I always talk about this thing like remove the distractions and really like sit down and ask yourself how far you kind of want to take this whole trying to manage, trying to maintain the hair. And I use this term like remove the distractions because often, we get so worked up, how it's looking or how other people might think it looks. Do you know what I mean? It's very like internal.
Yeah.
So it's hardly surprising that you maybe perceived the situation differently to kind of how it actually was.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Saying the same things, but
I
I
mean,
went into it not knowing what the outcome was gonna be or what people were gonna think, and before anybody could literally give me a bunch of feedback, man, the comments did it for me.
yeah.
It was a no-brainer, you know? I ain't going back, no way.
I got to ask you, what was the final? So before, you said kind of went to do it, but then just like, thought, okay, I'll give it another day or couldn't do it. Did you actually get to the point where you were clipper in hand, like in front of the mirror and you were like, right, come on. And then kind of like talk yourself out of it? Did it get to that point, or the actual time you did it, was that the first time you actually were there in the bathroom with the clippers?
Pretty much, yeah. Because the other times I had set up most of the stuff, and then I would have it plugged in and everything, but I would start double thinking it, you know what I mean? It
Mm.
looks okay, it looks okay. But what it was is that final day, I went and I took a picture just to see what it looked like,
Yeah.
and I just couldn't believe the way it looked. It just looked horrible. I don't even know. I just did it and I pictured myself with a buzzed head, you know what I mean? And I said, "Man, I gotta just do it. I gotta stop worrying about this. Why am I living every day worrying about my hair? You know what I mean? And wearing a hat to cover it up. And if my hat comes off, I look horrible. Like
Yeah.
what's the point of that? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Just get
No.
rid of the hair and then you don't have a mess on the top of your head. It's bald. Yeah, worrying about someone's gonna see it and say something about it, make me feel horrible. Like I just was always worrying about that. If someone's gonna see it, what they're gonna think about it. Luckily I didn't have really, one guy at work when I lifted up my hat to do something with my hair, he's like, "Holy five forehead." But I just laugh. He's like, he's just that kind of guy. And
Yeah.
it was funny. But I was like, yeah, yeah, I know. That was the only time I really got caught, I guess. Every other time I kind of was able to cover it up or just nothing really happened. But it
Mm.
was my own insecurities that were eating me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just that stress and all the time and worry that someone's gonna see it. And if I meet a female, what she's gonna think about it. If I take my hat off, it's gonna look horrible.
Yeah.
I'm done with it. I took care of it. And
Yeah.
I had so many doubts, and it just done.
I'm proud of you, man. I really am. It's just great now that you can kind of feel and experience those rewards like after
Oh
doing
my
it, you
gosh,
know.
it's such a confidence booster. I'm not trying to sound like I have an ego or anything like that, man, but just this whole past week, it's just been crazy. I've just felt so much better about myself. I can just go out there and not worry. I did not think that I'd have that much, like pressure off my shoulders or whatever you want to call it. But wow, it's crazy just not having to worry about that.